Okay, I'm going to take and cut a little slot in that, or a little pocket in that, in this Hall sensor holder that I'm making, and it's got to go. I don't know if you can see that, but that's going to go just like about like that. So I got to go kitty corner, and what I'm going to do to hold it, I think I'm just going to slide it. I think I'm going to take it off of here. I'm going to take the two little screws out and take it off of here and clamp it. I'm going to mark it though which way I want this to go so that I don't get confused and cut it the wrong way. So I want it to go. I want it to sit right here, and I want it to go that way. So I'm gonna take that off of the little adjustable unit, and then when I get over to the mill and start cutting there, I'll come back. Okay, I took it off of took the two little screws out, took it off of the unit. I'm going to get the other parallel, a different parallel here. I'm going to get one that's the next size taller. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay a parallel in here. Get those chips out of there. Okay. Lay that in there, and then I'm going to just take and lay this on top of that, and hopefully I can come up and clamp it. I don't want to clamp it too tight and squish it, and I don't want it moving though either. So, all right. That should stay. And then, see, if I go straight across, I can't go. I'm going to have to go at an angle. This will be the first time since I think it's the first time that since I bought my mill that I'm going to actually turn my vise at an angle. I don't believe I've ran anything with my vise set at an angle, so anyway, I don't remember it. So, need Allen wrenches. Because I want to come out, I don't want to go straight across, I want to come out at that corner. I want to come out at this corner over here. So I want to come, it's kind of a small picture here. Let me try to zoom you in without losing focus here. Yeah, right there, it's already losing. That's not too bad right there. But I want the Hall sensor to fit in there and come out at an angle. So, you know, kind of like that right there. So I want to turn my vise so that I can just go straight across. I don't have to try to turn two cranks at once and get it halfway straight. Oop, I got the camera plugged in, I just hit the cord. So, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and turn this to the side. And I think I'll put something in, a little drill or something in the drill chuck, just come down to see. Well, this drill's too long, it's too long. Go. Just put a little drill in there. And bring my knee up. This is just kind of like, you know, another instance of playing it by ear here as I go. So there's where I want to start, and if I leave it at that angle, a little more So it won't be right there. I'm just looking at where if I start my slot where the hull's sitting, where it's going to come out at over here. I think that's going to be good right there. So I'm going to tighten that up, tighten my vise up so it don't move around. Although I don't think it would have moved anyway with the smallest. I'm going to have to use a really small end mill. Because I think that's only like a what, a couple hundred wide. No, it's 150, about 150 wide. So, and it's going to be two of those sandwiched together. So whatever the thickness of that is, I want to take that times 2. So it's approximately 60 thou. That's what it's actually 58. I'm going to call it 60. So 120. I'm going to go 1/8 inch deep, 1/8 inch deep, and the width of it is 1/6 deep. So you got to round up. I got to round up a puny little end mill and see what I got for small end mills, and then I'll come back, and when I'm ready to start making, making chips. Won't be much chips making here. So I'll be back. Okay, I got a little bitty end mill in there, and it's actually a 5/64 end mill. And I'm gonna come down. Get over here, and I'm gonna come down and touch. And now I'm going to start the spindle up. I kicked the RPM way up. Zero out my knee here. I'm just going to drop it a couple thou. Start my spindle. And we're going to crank it up 125,000. So I think I'll start with 50. That's 50. I'm going to go another 50. So, got 25 thou to go yet. Take the 25. And that should be the bottom of it right there. So I'm just going to crank around here. I'll have to widen this out now. I'm going to crank the table in a little bit. Go back here a little bit again. Should be just about wide enough. Stop here and take a look. And see if this will fit in that slot. This is an old one, so I'm not worried about, wrecking a Hall effect. No, not quite. Damn close though. So we'll go back in here, take a little more. Actually, I think I'm going to go on the inside edge too a little bit more. I think it'll fit in there now. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, it'll fit in there now. So, I'll take her out of the vise here. Vise handle. And we'll zoom you back here. And so there. So like I say, there'll be two of these sandwiched together. And they'll fit in there just like that. I have to get the wires and stuff around them. Let's go over, I was going to say let's go over to the surface plate, but I don't have it. I got to make up the unit first. I'll have to epoxy two of them together. First thing I'm going to do is solder the wires on and get some real small heat shrink and put around the wires. Once I get that done, and then I'll epoxy them together, and then I'll be back. We'll see if we can put it together after that, and figure out where to put the magnets in the cam disc. So until then, catch you later. Okay, I got the slot milled in there last time. Then I went and took some Hall effect sensors here and soldered wires on them. And now I need to epoxy those in. Need to unplug my music, otherwise my video will get booted. But anyway, I soldered the wires on, small wires. So now I need to get the epoxy and epoxy these in, either super glue, or I'm thinking of just maybe two-part epoxy, and glue those in place. And the wires got to come out off to the side like that. Same thing with this one, and this one will be just the other way, just back to back. And they fit in there all right. And then the wires are going to come around like that and come out over here on they're going to come out about over here somewhere on the housing. So should work. As long as I get everything in place, and then I need to figure out where my top dead center is going to be. You know, it'll be somewhere right there, like that. So you can see that the magnet will have to be over a ways. I'll probably lay this out in CAD and figure out where on that gear that's going to be. Before I do that though, I'm going to get these epoxied in, and then I'm going to just hook it up to some units and just test my theory and make sure it works before I go through the trouble of drilling holes and getting the wires routed in there. So, and I don't know if I have any two-part epoxy. I have JB Weld, but I think that has metal particles in it and will conduct electricity. Yeah, see, it's steel reinforced. So I don't think I would trust that, because if it's steel reinforced, it means it's going to conduct electricity. I want something that's not going to conduct any electricity. So, looks like I'm going to have to make a trip. I have to make a trip and go get some epoxy. I'll probably do that tomorrow.